Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach podcast, the bite sized podcast filled with quick and easy actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. And today's fun fact of the day has to do with tears. Did you know that our body produces close to 57 to 114 liters of tears yearly? That's about 15 to 30 gallons of the stuff. And this doesn't mean that you are crying all the time or that some people cry way more than others. We have three kinds of different tears. There are emotional tears, which are produced during emotions like happiness, joy, sadness. When we are crying, those are the kinds of emotions that are coming out when we are emoting these things. Now, what is interesting is that these tears have additional hormones that are not present in other kinds of tears. So cortisol, for example, is present in these kinds of tears. The second kind are called reflex tears and are produced when we are irritable. Like for example, when there is dust in the air or when there is smoke in the air, large particles around. So they may contain antibodies to fight away infections as well. Basal tears are the tears that the body is continuously producing. These are the tears that help to clean and lubricate the eyes throughout the day. It acts as a shield and prevents debris or damage from taking place. Now, basal tears also carry nourishment into the eyes. Interestingly, over the last 3 years, ever since the whole lockdown and all of that, the number of people complaining about dry eyes, itchy eyes has increased tremendously. So many people complain of pain in the eyes every day. Now, what has happened is that the body has not been able to produce enough of these basal tears. And since they are on the screen all the time, we're constantly looking at a screen, we do not blink. The screen is so addictive that we stare at it without blinking. And this is most apparent when we are watching children watching TV. We see them in full focus and they hardly blink. The same thing is happening to us. Now, of course, this is bad news for our eyes, as it needs that constant blinking, that lubrication. It needs that fluid to keep the surface of the eyes nice and moist. Now there are more such problems than ever before, with eye strain, more eye strain, tired eyes, puffy eyes, dry eyes, itchy eyes. And one of my favorite eye care habits is to cool down the eyes. And it can help with the swelling of the eyes, pain, dryness, those dark circles that you get, all of that. I do this early in the morning to take care of the puffy eyes, or I do this in the evenings to reduce the strain of the laptop or working on it, especially when I've been working on my book. That really helps because this habit keeps me fresh. Also, on a side note, I hope you've purchased the copy of my book. It's called Change Your Habits, Change Your Life, and it's available on Amazon, bookshops everywhere. Now, I have two favorite ways of cooling my eyes. The first is by using a cold compress. And I use a cooling mask to do this. They are really good because what happens is that these cooling masks cool down your eyes really, really fast. And it can be a little intense for some people. So if you feel any form of discomfort when using these cooling masks, always remove it and then put it back on after a while. The other way to do this is to use tea bags. The next time you drink green tea, don't throw away those tea bags. Instead, squeeze out all the tea from them and then place them in the refrigerator. Once they're nice and completely cool, lie down on a sofa and place the tea bags on your eyes. It is believed that the caffeine and the antioxidants in green tea help with constricting the blood vessels and helping the reduction of that dark under eye circles that we have. You can also use black tea bags. However, green tea is the preferable one. So your super simple habit to deal with irritable, dry, itchy eyes starts by using a cold compress. This is the best way to de-stress, relax, and it falls into your self-care routine as well. Remember, if you have persistent eye problems, always visit the doctor. This habit is for your daily self-care. Now, I listen to podcasts or audiobooks while I do this cold compress. Do for about 15 or 20 minutes a day, and your eyes are going to thank you for it.